Honorable Oscar Bukol is not yet here. We will proceed with Honorable Diane Felize Idulsa, the President of the Philippine Councilors League for Davao del Sur.
Thank you, Madam Chair. My respect to the Honorable Governor, Ma'am Cagas, to the Special Assistant to the Provincial Governor, Sir Mark Douglas Chan Cagas, to our brilliant Vice Governor, Honorable Attorney Ria Fe Cagas Fernandez, to my fellow board members, to the visitors, the viewers and the listeners, to everyone, to the department heads, of course. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. John Maxwell once said, "Every person has a longing to be significant, to make a contribution, to be part of something noble and purposeful." I quoted this because, after all, we will all die and leave everything behind. My fellow public servants, I am elated and honored to be part of this 17th Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Davao del Sur. It is a privilege accompanied by huge responsibilities, being held accountable to the people of the entire province. My journey to public service is guided by the principles and ideals of the leaders in my locality. In Saloop, headed by our local Chief Executive, Honorable Attorney Jimmy S. Sagarino, who constantly inculcate that having a shared vision, unity, consistency, and collaboration will help in community building towards providing an improved quality of life for all. The harmonious relationship and collaborative effort of the executive and legislative department plays a vital role to accelerate the implementation of a well-planned projects, programs, and activities for the general welfare of the people. There are clear parameters set to determine how far we have done insofar as government effectiveness and efficiency is concerned. There are specific actions undertaken for inclusive and responsive governance, such as, but not limited to, the conduct of annual summit, even before the concept of town hall meetings as directed by the DILG were implemented, whereby stakeholders are gathered together for consultation in the determination of practical priority PPAs. Moreover, extensive annual planning, target setting, and evaluation activities are also being conducted to unceasingly improve the services provided for the people. Also, we are encouraged to participate in mobile government activities wherein we bring government services offsite, and most especially the community immersion wherein we spend overnight in an identified area assigned to a foster family and experience the lives of the people there. We also introduced to the various aspects of the foster family's lives, such as the resources of livelihood, daily tasks, family habits, and community practices. My participation to these activities helped me relate and experience the lives of the people, especially in the far-flung areas. It is an eye-opener to the reality of how government interventions could really alleviate people's quality of life. We were able to interact and experience by ourselves the struggle, the of unpaved roads, absence of sanitary toilets, and even lack of electricity. These are just few of the many discoveries that we encountered, enabling us to formulate relevant policies, programs, and projects, and most especially in the formulation of annual budget, which is thoroughly studied by our LCE, the members of the management team, of course, and the legislative department for perusal and approval. In today's ulat ng Sangguniang Panlalawigan, allow me to deliver engagements and various activities in consonance with the local government code and other support functions that I think have contributed to the efficient and effective governance of the province now that I am part of a greater scope of public service. For the information of everybody, I am holding 2 public offices at the same time. As a member of the Sangguniang Bayan in LGU Sulup, headed by our Honorable Vice Mayor, Attorney Villegas, and as ex-officio board member of this province, by virtue of my office as Philippine Councilors League President. And these both functions are tremendous and a challenging task. As SB member, I have to attend regular session every Thursday and special session if any. Every Monday, we are encouraged to join the morning prayer and General Assembly conducted by the Executive Department. And thereafter, we convene for our Committee of the Whole as the usual practice to discuss matters on referral for speedy and smooth deliberations, inviting technical experts and resource persons for the Executive Department to provide data and answer relevant questions to justify the need for the enactment or adoption of a particular ordinance or resolution. I participated during the hearings of the Council, acting as quasi-judicial body, to come up decision for alleged hearing barangay official as one of our mandates. Our endeavors and actions are aligned to the request of our Executive Department to swiftly implement relevant PPAs, but of course without compromising the legal aspects. Being the chairperson of the Committee on Economic Enterprise, Trade and Industry, I am assigned to study necessary measures forwarded by the LCE in relation to but not limited to the formulation, revision, and amendment of policies pertaining to local economic agenda for sustainable economic growth. To name a few of ordinances passed are the amendment of the Economic Enterprise Code of Sulup, Sulup Investment Incentive Code, and took part in the revision of the local revenue code for timely updating of rates and fees. I attended executive meetings about the boundary disputes, between LGU Sulup and Malalag, which is a long overdue issue elevated to the SP for proper action, which hopefully will be resolved during the 17th Sanglang Panlalawigan with our brilliant Vice Governor as forefront of the settlement. On several occasions, I attended mobile government activities, scheduled project turnover, executive and legislative agenda formulation, DTI, the Stakeholders Forum, SIC visitation to LGU Sulup retirees, meeting of local special bodies in relation to my committee, meetings like for example, the conduct of an exposure to the proposed 2023 scheduled market values headed by Engineer Milana, in line with the proposed general revision of real property assessment for the property tax in the province, and other seminars along with the other municipal officials. Our local chief executive and vice mayor are particular to 100% attendance for proper coordination and transparency between key players in good governance. And next, as PCL president, effective in September 2022, in a span of 9 months, I spearheaded various activities with the approval and support of the officers to revitalize the League challenge with meager funds after the devastating effect of the pandemic, wherein capacity development and other relevant activities for the municipality and city councilors were halted due to many restrictions. But up to this time, the PCL, the League, were able to distribute through the utilization of the provincial fund support to the LGUs and BLGUs. We were able to distribute common municipal projects in the form of collapsible tents and monoblock chairs and other form of financial assistance to help our councilors and the legislators in the discharge of their duties. Also, we provided medical health assistance to our fellow members of the PCL. Excuse me. And some of the activities conducted were the quarterly meeting of the officers hosted per council, scheduled every last Friday of the quarter, a tree growing activity at Sitio Ragobrov in celebration of the PCL week last September 2022 with the theme PCL Enabling Councilors Nationwide as Agents of Sustainable Economic Development through Quality Local Legislations towards Digital Governance and Food Security. We also organized a 3-day seminar on November 9 to 11, 2022 with the theme basic local legislation priming leaders for effective local legislation with the full support of the Federation executive officers, the provincial government headed by our Honorable Governor Yvonne Ronya Cagas, and the DILG provincial office under PD Mika Chan Magtoles, SESI, and it was attended by 82 out of 110 esteemed members of the chapter. Details of this activity were posted in our PCL Facebook page. The objective of every legislative related activities is to enhance the knowledge of the legislators, to help us administer and legislate local policies and ordinances that are responsive to the needs of our constituents. However, technical support from the executive department to the department heads who are focused on a specific area of development and who have hands-on experience or knowledge to specific issues and concerns of the stakeholders, we need your expertise, ma'am and sir, in order to help our fellow men. And here the province, I presume, all of us want to go in the same direction, wherein taxpayers could say that the provincial government and all LGUs are doing their best in the realization of eye health and eye share agenda, a holistic and inclusive development aspirations of the administration. Other activities attended: the PCL Synchronized Regional Council election per island, which I was elected as Secretary General. Attended the PCL Federation President Academy, which highlighted the need to pass local resolution entitled Endorsing to the Philippine Congress to Review and Consider Amendments to Republic Act 8291 or the GSIS law and related laws and retirement packages in the public sector, allow voluntary contribution for elected officials who have completed 1, 2, 3 terms in office to complete the minimum 15 years of premium contribution to the GSIS and the lowering of the optional retirement age for the government workers. And during the recent first series PCL CLEP, we were able to submit all the adopted resolutions of 8 municipalities, and other LGUs themselves were forwarded directly to the Congress. And I also participated as a representative of the PCL to the DILG provincial office activity, the launching of first provincial town hall meeting, which is called the GYAO. We also participated to the humanitarian effort of the province, to the Call to the Nation drive for the affected families of Typhoon Paeng, wherein we donated used clothes and brand new underwear. And lastly, as ex-officio board member, I attend regular sessions every Monday, special session, if any, and committee meetings, scheduled turnover, and official gatherings of the province whenever there is an invitation. I sponsored several legislative measures, particularly on the review powers of the SP, co-authored an ordinance entitled An Ordinance Prohibiting Acts of Discrimination on the Basis of Gender Identity, Sexual Orientation, Religion, Ethnicity, Profession, Social and Civil Status, Political Affiliation, and Belief, Disease, Physical Disability, or Mental Impairment, and penalizing the same. Drafted the ordinance pertaining to the buy local advocacy of the DTI, wherein MSMEs is proposing the enactment of an ordinance entitled Providing Preferential 10% Allocation in the Procurement of Goods and Services Supplied to the Provincial Government of Davao del Sur, NGAs, RLAs, LGUs, and other government agencies holding offices within Davao del Sur, also known as Davao del Sur Support MSMEs Business Ordinance. Yes. And the committee conducted a series of committee meetings together with board member Lanier Kadungo as vice chairman of the committee, resource persons from the legal office. We have Attorney Jacantala as representative of Attorney Pancho. And also the back chairperson with Ms. Desamay Buat, representative from the DTI, the provincial MSME development chairperson, Ms. Henniston, and representative from the PDPO. And still, the measure is under study and further research. And we have also pending request letter to the executive department to provide us statistical data in the previous years to show the previous total procurement of our province. For that purpose, we can also show to the business sector, the PMS Med, that the province is also prioritizing our local suppliers to support them and to sustain their businesses. That would be all, Madam Chair, and thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you for your report, Honorable Diane Felize Idulsa.